welcome back to another segment of the Small Sack podcast.
Stumble
I fucked it up there.
Stumble over that one.
Yep.
So it's a small second.
I had to think about it for a second. I was like, shit.
Well, after what we just
There's emotions. Okay, fuck off.
after what we just watched, there's lots to think about for a second.
Oh, okay, so I don't even know where to start. So the final episode of Ahsoka.
Okay, was it what you were thinking or nothing?
I had no idea what was going to happen.
Did you like think some things?
You know that
Yeah.
there'd be fighting between Thrawn.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
That was it, really. Mm-hmm. Realistically, that was the extent. I had a feeling someone was going to get left behind.
Mm. But we'll get to it. Oh my god.
This is like his thing now.
Like a whack-a-mole.
He loves it. I can't stop
gotcha.
it. I can't. Anyways, yeah, and that I don't know, like not everyone, but maybe everyone wouldn't make it. You know, like they'd all be stuck there.
Yeah.
But
So let's start with like the beginning of the episode.
fucking beginning of the episode. Dude, okay.
This was a very lore-heavy
Holy
episode.
Fuck.
Like the amount of things that Dave pulled from like the animated show. There's so many.
I almost hate that I know I do hate that I appreciate the last episode, the episode 7 being meh. Because it just built this episode up beyond expectations.
Delivered.
Beyond
Yeah.
delivered.
Yeah, it was so good.
So Elspeth becomes like sort of a full-fledged Great Mother,
Yeah, she kind of
or almost like a royal knight of the Great Mothers.
She kind of becomes like a full night sister.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah. And they gift her.
The Blade of Talzin. Now, me and him were like, the minute we heard Talzin,
Who the fuck is
we were
that?
like, that is so familiar.
I was like, that's a Sith Lord. I was like, I'm 95% sure that's a fucking
And then
Sith Lord.
after the show, I Googled it, and it's Lady Talzin from the animated
So
show.
I feel like a fucking chump. I feel like
Fake fan.
Well, you didn't know either. You weren't 100% sure. No, shut the fuck up.
No, but like same thing. We were both like, Sith Lord. Has to be a Sith Lord. Has to be a Sith Lord.
Yeah. I was like, that blade is... First of all, that blade looked dope.
Oh,
the hilt, too, was sick. I loved the hilt.
It looked like a lightsaber hilt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. And I don't even know what to say about that. Like, that's it. And they're like...
Here, go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Here's your gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thrawn wasn't in attendance when it all went down.
True.
It was like, okay, this is your gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think we were both confused on like it was a Sith Lord, because I personally didn't think they would go in the animated show direction. Like I knew there were some things, but I didn't think they would pull that from it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. The deal that Thrawn made. Mm-hmm. We sort of have an idea,
Kind of.
but we don't know specifics.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might be making a very big mistake.
After watching this, again, bit more to the puzzle, but not the full.
Yeah.
Not the full picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get they cut to Ezra.
Actually, we missed something. Enoch tells them where they are, and Thrawn says, "Deploy 2 ties."
Oh right, yeah.
We missed that. Yeah,
Right.
So then we get to them, and so the group is kind of all, I guess, going somewhere, and we got the Nodis in their pods, and then the ship is like right above them, kind of just like floating. And we get Hu Young and Ezra's building a lightsaber, and they're just talking about like, and then we get a Kanan Jarrus reference, and goddamn, felt good.
Yeah, because Hu Yang was like, I trained him. I helped him make his lightsaber because Ezra was making his lightsaber, and he needed parts.
He's like, it looks like Kanan's, and he's like, oh yeah, I trained him, and he's like, you trained Kanan?
Yeah.
How old are you, dude?
Yeah. He was like, yeah, just like there. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words with this show, with this episode. So much happened.
So much, yeah.
Okay? So we get that. They're like, I guess, what's her face? Sabine fucking shows up and talks about Kanan. And then she's like, oh, did Kanan ever do this with you? And then she was just gone. She was just disappeared.
Yeah, she's like on the wing of the ship, and she's kind of just like, I have a feeling she feels bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now that Ezra knows the truth. Although, I guess Ezra wasn't as angry because he was just like, okay, we gotta stop him. We gotta stop Thrawn. My cat is fucking with the light. Hey, Broly. Don't. He's so fucked. You're ruining our pod. He's like, first love? The way he gripped that light.
Hello?
Yeah. Anyways, it cuts out to Sabine outside with Ahsoka. And Ahsoka basically accepting what she did as, hey, it's okay. Is he chewing my power cable?
I think he is, yeah.
He's fucking chewing my power. Stop. He knows. He knows. See how fast he ran?
He's like, oh shit, he got up. Yeah. So they're just like, she's basically like, look, I'm sorry. You know, I gambled. And then Ahsoka goes, well, it was a pretty good gamble.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're all here.
She was very accepting.
Yeah, right?
And she was like, why aren't you mad?
And I feel like
you're not
if
mad
she didn't go what she went through in 5, she wouldn't have been.
Oh, she would have had a completely different.
Yeah.
Like outlook.
Because I think what Sabine did is is a move Ahsoka would have done as Anakin's apprentice.
Oh yeah.
So she's like, I get it.
Yeah.
Right. Uh-oh.
What is wrong with you? My God, my cat's a psycho, man.
What was that?
That was just the remote for the TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then they're just kind of just chit-chatting. Ezra comes back out and goes, hey guys, and then in the distance is the two ties, and everyone's like, oh shit. So they fly by, nuke the stabilizers on the ship. Ezra and Ahsoka hop down, and they're just underneath this thing, kind of like.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
We saw some cool, like, old school force power shit.
Yeah. Right.
I thought that was dope.
And then they make a second pass.
I like that she called upon Ezra. Like, Ezra.
Yeah. Sabine, go away. Yeah. I'm not even going to try with you.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth our time.
I don't want to die. So then they come for a second pass, and Sabine has a plan. And right when they're kind of in range, Sabine just yeets the ship, and like the width of the ship just nukes.
Takes out those ties.
Takes them out.
Yeah.
But in the process,
she fucked up their ship.
Right just dicks the ship.
She just like walks away from the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like,
walking past Ahsoka and Ezra, got him.
It goes over.
Motherfucker.
It goes over the hill, and then Ezra and Ahsoka come over the hill, and she's walking towards him, and she's like, "Well, I got him."
Jesus.
As the ship's like in a smoking heap.
Fucked, man. Yeah. What happened after that?
Thrawn. No, Enoch told Thrawn.
Oh, about the TIE fighters attacking them? And then they lost contact.
Yes.
And he was like, well, that's acceptable.
He's like...
I mean, this is a different kind of Thrawn, but I think once we get to that part, people are going to understand why he's like, these losses are acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it skips back to Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra on 2 howlers, and they're beelining towards the castle.
Yeah.
Beelining.
And they get there.
Well, they get there, but first they have to go underneath
while the Star Destroyer is firing down.
Yeah.
Like, just lasers after lasers.
Thrawn says, rain hell.
Yeah.
And just, right? I didn't know if the howler was going to make it. I was concerned for Sheldon.
I was going to cry.
I was very concerned.
I was ready.
I was
ready, but not ready.
Like, you're not that important, but I love you.
Yes. And then they forced open the door.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, she's like, Sabine, we need your help too. I'm like, maybe you should just try to make her feel good. You're like, you're helping. I'm doing
my part.
Any little amount that you can do,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
It's like the fucking towel boy or water boy at a football game, man.
Yeah, she's like,
I'm a part of the team.
I'm a part of the team, guys. Yeah, she's just like, I can do this, right?
God.
And then they get in, and Thrawn sends all the night troopers down, and the company of 3 make quick work of them all.
Yeah.
Right? Quick work.
Well, not all of them. I don't think he sent all of them.
Sorry, he sent like
a squad. Yeah.
He sent like a squadron. And quick work. So then we skip to... we cut back to Thrawn and the Great Mothers. And they're doing this like weird chant.
He's like, Great Mothers, I need your help.
Yeah.
I need your assistance.
I need you. And they start doing this like weird chant of some kind. And then we cut back to the room of dead bodies and the trio. And so Oh, sorry, it was you that said that they were actually humans because if they got cut, then the smoke would come out of them.
Yeah.
Like for Mayor. So they were actually humans.
Yeah, they died.
They were they were
dead.
dead. So then the Night Sisters are doing this like Umo Goge Fighty Sav chant, and all of a sudden,
First off, that's from Jackie Chan. That's some racist ass shit. But it's legitimately
if
what
you know where that's from. Yeah.
Good God. It's like it's a little out of pocket, man. We're like, yo, what the fuck did this guy just say?
If you know, you know. And this green smoke kind of like starts to kind of like cover all the bodies, and it goes into the suits.
It gets sucked in, like,
and they
right
legit become zombies.
Yeah.
Which was kind of creepy.
It was definitely, on the more creep factor. It wasn't scary because they're not trying to eat them. They're just trying to stop them and, like, murder them.
Yeah.
But it's still creepy. It was still creepy.
Yeah, it was a very interesting scene. So then, like, we get this, like, narrow stairwell, and it's basically, like, the squadron of zombies is pushing the company up the stairs. And there's just some, like, fights and that jazz. And then once they make it up the stairs, we get into a room where Elsbeth is waiting, and we get the rematch from the man.
Yeah. Well, Elsbeth is there because Thrawn goes up to her and says,
"Oh, that's right. Sorry,
we need more time."
Yeah. He's like, "Look, we need time. You got a new toy. Listen, for the Empire." And then she goes, "For the Empire," and that's basically the conversation. That's basically the conversation.
So that's why she's down there.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka's all being Ahsoka. I'll take her on. You guys go stop Thrawn.
It's the rematch, right? And then you even said that. Like,
I mean, what rematch? This was the first time they fought.
No, in Mando, they fought. That's how. That's how she got captured in the first place.
Oh, I don't remember this. She was in Mando?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It was the first time Ahsoka was live action in Mando season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. And she was like, "Where's Thrawn?" He's like, "I don't know."
Where's Thrawn? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Holy shit. That felt like years ago.
I know.
Holy. Was that second season? Third season?
Second.
Okay, so it's been a year?
Yeah.
Maybe 2?
I think like at most 2. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, so like this was like the rematch, right? And like you said, Thrawn is like Ezra's thing. Like like that's kind of what we were going towards.
Yes.
Right? So then
I was like, it made sense.
It did, right?
Yeah.
So then they start to do the whole fight. That blade, I didn't think it would deflect a lightsaber, but it did.
I mean, it's cool
I
as fuck.
Quite surprised.
I wasn't. I was like, okay, since we know this is a dark weapon, it's gonna fuck with a lightsaber, guaranteed. Right? So I was just expecting it to have more cutting power.
Okay.
Like it slashed through stone or some shit. You know?
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. But I'm okay with it. It looked dope.
It was a dope sword.
It looked like the handle was beautiful.
Yeah.
And the way they curved that blade,
It like looked like a legit samurai sword.
a samurai sword, but like with style.
Well, yeah.
They added some flair to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sabine and Ezra make their way up to the main platform, kind of like what we've seen a lot of. And there's these two like giant troopers.
They're like heavy guards almost.
They're like heavy guards in like black armor.
Because they're big motherfuckers.
They were, and like
Andre the Giant kind of shit.
they were tall.
Yeah.
Right. And they keep getting shot, and they're just not going down. And then Sabine ends up like nuking one of their mask, like I think like this part, and it is a legit zombified person.
I thought it was like a predator thing at first because the
Like,
jaw looked
not a
weird
human.
from the side.
Yeah.
It looked like it had mandibles coming out, and then they actually did a better shot and it was human.
It was like a human.
But they were already undead. They were already dead.
Yeah. They were dead.
So they were just more aggressive.
Yeah. Like they've probably been zombies for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So the Night Trooper is human. Then zombied.
Yeah.
These guys dead.
They've probably been dead for a while.
And zombied.
Yeah. So like the whole time we see the Night Troopers being revived. It's not the first time because they've clearly been doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So one is basically lifts up Sabine and starts to like choke her, and she like Homeboy's head is here, and she reaches over his shoulder to try and call her lightsaber, and I was like, this isn't gonna work. And then it jiggles, and I was like, oh my god.
I thought Ezra was gonna like force push or something.
We thought like she wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right. But then like it does like the whole like lightsaber shake, and I was like, oh my gosh.
And it like went. It was in her hand.
And then it showed her hand, and then the saber, and it flew to her hand, and I was like, oh my god, she did it.
Yep.
She has the fucking force.
Yep.
Crazy to think. So then she nukes it in the head, and then ends up saving Ezra, and then the ship starts to
Ezra
off.
cuts off his dude's head.
Oh yeah, sorry, sorry. Ezra decapitates homeboy.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the ship starts to kind of like take off, and this is kind of like where like the action. I feel like after that part, it just didn't stop. It was like boom, boom,
it
boom,
kept
boom.
revving.
It did.
It kept revving because they got to the top, and they were like, the ship was already in the air.
Yep.
And they didn't know what to do. She was saying, "You jump, and I'll push, and then you pull me."
Yeah.
And you were baffled. You're like, what did she?
Well, because like Ezra's like, I can't make it.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you can. And he's like, yeah, how? And he's like, you jump, I push, then you pull me. And he's like, wait, what? And then I was like, wait, what?
Yep. And then he took off. That motherfucker jumped.
And then he's like, okay.
And she pushed.
And he took a couple steps back, ran, jumped, and at like the base of his jump, she just force pushed. And I was quite surprised. I was like, wow, she really pushed him.
Yeah, she did.
I was like, wow.
And he got back up there, shouted to her, "Let's go!" But she looked back and
yeah. So then she turns around to like try and cover some ground, and
she heard blaster fire and deflection.
Yeah. And Ahsoka is being herded.
Yeah,
herded
surrounded.
Yeah, surrounded by the night troopers, kind of like in the main platform. And her and Elsbeth are going at it, right? Elsbeth nukes one of her sabers, so now we have like 1-1,
yes,
like 2-1, right?
Yep.
So Ahsoka has one, Elsbeth has her like,
and Sabine takes off because Ezra's yelling at her.
Yeah. So so it looks like Sabine is gonna abandon her because I thought she did.
Well, it definitely was that way.
Yeah. So then it cuts back to Ahsoka and Elsbeth, and they were just like...
Ahsoka's on the floor.
Yeah.
She is like... Elsbeth pushes her, like, forces her to the floor.
Yep.
And just as she's about to strike...
No, she says, you will die here
alone. That's what she says.
And then Sabine goes, she's not alone.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but Sabine turned into the most elite person.
Yeah, she became a fucking Jedi Kung Fu master
in this
30 minutes.
Yeah. She was one-handing her blade. She had the blaster in one hand.
Yeah.
She was like blocking, fire, block. Like it was
elite. Some crazy blade shit.
It was elite.
It baffled me.
Yeah.
She went from pulling her saber to force pushing a dude 100 feet in the air to becoming the ultimate warrior.
in like 10 minutes.
Like, holy fuck, Gilgamesh, calm down.
Yeah.
Good God.
So then she starts kind of like taking out all the night troopers on the side. Elsbeth gets nuked by Ahsoka. She gets the lightsaber sword combo.
Yeah, she knocked it out of her hand and took it from her.
Right to the gut.
Like, oh God, she got Talzin sword.
Yeah.
Holy
she has
fuck.
The sword of Talzin. And as Thrawn is flying away, he tells the ship to nuke the tower that they're on. Mm-hmm. So then Ahsoka and Sabine.
So like, you want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Sprint, jump off. The night troopers are like, that was easy. Job's done. JK. They land on the ship that I guess Hu Young fixed. Tower falls. All the night troopers fall. And then we get Sabine.
He got that fixed very fast, by the way.
Very fast. With the help of the Nodi.
The
new Ewoks, as you say.
The hermit crabs.
Yeah. And then they hop in the ship, and then we get the ship chasing the scimitar in space. Thrawn. And
they're catching up.
They are. Very fast.
They're catching up.
But I'm quite surprised at how fast the scimitar was going up.
Yeah.
It got up into like
that was faster than I thought it was.
Yeah. And then Thrawn calms the ship, and he's basically like, "Look, you did a great job. I know who your master is.
I'm sorry we didn't get to meet face to face.
Yeah, and we might not.
Yeah.
We might not ever get to meet, but I know who your master is, and like him, you make the same mistakes." Mm-hmm. So as the Ronin, you are.
Well, not the same mistakes, but just like
Sorry.
how much of your master are you?
Yeah, sorry, thank
Yeah.
you. And then he goes, as the Ronin, you are.
It seems poetic that you stay here.
Yeah, and I didn't think this would happen.
What a twist!
What a twist. Thrawn engages hyperspeed and leaves them.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
And
It was a loss for words moment, dude.
I think I even said, I'm like, there's no way they get left behind.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
And then Thrawn takes off, and I'm like, holy shit.
Just gone, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? Because this whole time you all thought that, like, they would all make it home. Right?
Honestly, I didn't.
No?
I thought for sure one or the whole group would be left behind.
Okay.
They would get together and
Yeah.
maybe just get stuck there. One of them or all of them.
Yeah.
But it was
It was,
2/3.
like you said, like, speechless.
3/4? Oh, yeah. Hu Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I lost,
Yeah.
lost for words.
Yep.
I didn't expect it, and I was just like, well, now what?
Well, yeah. And then
Right.
they kind of cut to
Ezra coming
back.
Yeah, so
And he's
Ezra
coming off the ship.
Ezra, I guess, he grabbed a ship, left. He boards the Republic ship that Hera's on. Bold move. Mm-hmm. Doesn't say anything to anyone. Mm-hmm. Lands in the landing bay. You have a squadron of people and Hera, and he walks out in the Night Trooper armor, hands up, and Chopper is like,
It was the first to approach him.
yeah.
He's like, you homie or not homie? Who are you?
Chopper's like,
You
wait.
seem familiar.
And he kind of just scurries on over, and then Ezra puts his hand on him, and then he takes it off, and Hera goes, Ezra? And he's like, hey, Hera,
I'm home.
I'm home. And I was like, oh.
What a touching moment. He looked like he was going to cry.
I thought he was. I thought I was.
Like, his eyes welled up with
oh,
tears.
yeah.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah, it's true.
10 years.
Yeah.
Kidding me,
It's a
right?
long time.
Yeah. And then we get another shot. So then it skips to Sabine and Ahsoka back on the planet, and this is kind of where the show did like 5 different POVs.
It picked up.
Yeah, this was
a crazy amount of revelation.
This was I feel like a very lore heavy part of the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first part is Sabine and Ahsoka are on the planet, and I think they're
with the Noti people.
yeah,
And
I
they're
think they like just landed, and they're like, "What the fuck did we do?"
Yeah.
right.
Well, Ahsoka.
I'm assuming they
They were pretty calm about it.
Yeah.
It's like, we got Ezra home. That
Yeah.
was the goal.
that was the goal.
Yeah.
correct.
And Sabine was kind of like, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like, you can see her kind of turmoil a little bit with being stuck there and Ezra going home and not going home with Ezra. But when Ahsoka said, we are where we need to be, like, it felt like something for her kind of clicked.
And then we get
Ahsoka walks away. Sabine looks off into the distance.
no. You missed the owl part.
Oh, right.
Right. So we get this random screech, and Ahsoka turns, and there's a barn owl.
It's the white owl.
It's a white owl, and if anyone knows what that resembles, it was a huge moment.
It's the sister.
It's the sister.
It's the Mortis God. The
It's
sister.
the Mortis God, the sister.
I wasn't expecting it.
Dude, I
it
don't
made
think-
sense, but I was not expecting it.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Unexpected. Next shot, we get Shin walking up to the Marauder camp. She ignites the saber overhead, which I assume means, hey, I'm here.
I think it means I'm your leader now.
follow me.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
I could kill you all.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we get a powerful shot of Balin.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the revelation is the next thing. I don't think it's the last thing. Or is it the last thing? Is it?
It's the next thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is that the last thing?
No, and then we get the one at night, and then the last scene. What's the revelation that you're talking about? Balin?
Let's come back.
That's after Balin's.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the last scene then?
Thrawn approaching the planet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the next scene after Shin is we get a powerful shot of Balin on this random statue, and we were both like, what the fuck? And then it pans out and you see the statue.
And I was like, that's the father.
And it's the Mortis gods.
I was like, that's the father. I was like, it's them. It's the goddamn Mortis gods.
It's the father, it's the son, and then it's the sister, but with no head.
Yeah, the sister's gone.
Yeah.
Which also makes sense.
Yes.
But I was like, is Peridia where they went to in the animated series?
Did you notice?
Because I don't think they ever mentioned what their home was.
Did you ever notice that what Balin was staring at was this bright light in the horizon?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That is their home. So that has to make fucking sense.
It has to.
That has to make sense.
Yeah.
That tower, that pyramid, or whatever it was that was like flashing. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's where the father.
I feel like we need to watch that episode of Clone Wars. And maybe hear if like they mention Peridia.
Yes.
Or something. We have to.
So that's definitely the father's home.
Yeah.
Or is it the brother's home?
Maybe it's their home? I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah. Next shot is just a great campfire shot of Sabine kind of staring off. There's some dialogue. She's staring off.
Dialogue.
Ahsoka goes, "What's up?" And she goes,
I thought I saw something in the shadows.
Yeah, and then Ahsoka's staring off. And she kind of smiles and turns around, and what she was staring at was a fucking take it away
Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, just sitting there smiling.
He's just smiling at her, and it was so.
And the thing was, his ghost looks so clear.
It looks very good,
like
detailed.
Peridia,
not like blue see through, but like I'd say like 50% opacity.
Yeah,
like you could still tell.
Yeah,
like his robe and everything.
Yeah. So it's interesting that it came across that
it was
solid.
Yeah.
Especially with what we've seen. Mm-hmm. It Peridia really feels like it's the goddamn home of the Mortis gods.
There's something
that's where they went to in the animated.
There's something about the planet.
What makes me wonder is, were the Night Sisters asleep while the Mortis gods were awake? Is that what happened?
I had no idea. But the next shot will answer your question. So the next shot is the scimitar flying towards a red planet, and
Enoch shows up.
Enoch goes, "Yo, Dathomir,
we here,
we out here, and
we home, bitches,
we home." And then we get a shot of the loading bay full of the canisters, and then the show just ends.
Yep.
Fuck me. Like, I refuse to think this is a 1-season show.
Yep.
After that episode, you cannot. The amount of cliffhangers was insane.
There's a lot of questions. There
was I don't.
At the end of this, the Mortis God thing is fucking wrecking me.
Do you think if they were to do a season 2, they would reunite the Rebels crew?
Ooh.
They have Chopper, Hera, Ezra, Sabine, Ahsoka, Zeb. Do you think they would do it? That would be illegal.
Well, I mean, they got to stop Thrawn, right?
Why not bring back the boys?
Yeah. But Ahsoka and Sabine, if they are on the planet of the Mortis gods, what I can see, what I see happening now, people might be right, is that Anakin, now with him showing up in the world between worlds, which they can only access if they had the assistance of the Mortis gods.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Anakin was there because he is now the father.
He brought back.
Because in the animated series, the father was like the chosen one and is supposed to stay here and keep the balance between the brother and the sister.
Yeah.
The son and the daughter.
Yeah.
And maybe him teaching Ahsoka, the things that he taught her, final lesson, her changing into all white, her seeing the owl. Maybe she's the new sister.
The owl?
And people have theorized this already. Way beforehand.
Yeah. The owl was huge.
Oh, yeah. And now, maybe, I don't know, maybe the crowd might be right that the son is going to be Starkiller. Vader's secret apprentice.
I mean, if they make him live action, you've done the impossible. I know Sam Witwer wants to. Sam Witwer has said he's like if I ever got the call to be Star Killer, I'd shave my head that night.
Just him calling Hayden Christensen Lord Vader
in
in live action, dude. While
God.
he's in Anakin form, and Ahsoka just be like, "No, it's Anakin, bitch." Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Like him just saying Lord Vader.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
And like his attire and the two homie.
The Star Killer outfit,
Brother.
Fuck. That'd be sick.
That would be but
That'd be
like
sick.
Again, I refuse
And then they would just show up when the Night Sisters start invading with their zombie army of sisters.
I don't even know what's gonna happen with that, man.
Fuck. It almost feels horror-esque.
I'm down for some horror Star Wars.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode was fucking wild. Like
This episode
10 out of 10.
7 walked so this could run.
Holy shit. I fucking hated 7. Honestly. I thought it was just bad. Well, not bad, but just there was nothing to it.
Now though, in hindsight, do you kind of appreciate it a bit more?
Only because it made 8 that much better. It wasn't like it was that good.
Yeah.
Compared to
Yeah.
6 and 5.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
6,
6 and 5. Oh my god. And 8, holy
4,
fuck.
5, and 6 were
They were good. Yeah.
so good.
4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
1, 2, and 3 were like for character in the world to kind of like build itself.
It's just giving
4,
people
5, 6,
backstory, yeah.
and then 7 was kind of like the catapult being
filler. It was filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 was like the catapult being like prepared, and 8 just sent it easy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've said I don't think this is a 1-season show. It can't be. With the amount of content we just got, it can't be. I refuse to think
questions, man.
Yeah.
Too many. I hate that they did that. But also, I fucking love it. That means we're gonna get like stories, brand new stories, original stories.
we have to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now Ahsoka and Sabine are cut off from the world.
Yeah.
And Huyang, sorry.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Insane.
Yeah. Thoughts on the show as a whole?
8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Just because not all the episodes were solid.
Yeah.
And only 4, 5, 6, and 8 were the good ones.
I'll go 9.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'll go 9 because Ahsoka was one of like my favorite characters, and I just loved how like she went from like this random Anakin apprentice to being like one of like the most amazing character development in Star Wars.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Easy.
I agree with that. Actually, I'm going to change my score to a 9.
Okay.
Because of the lore.
9?
9.5. Because of how heavy that lore was, and they just made you question more.
Oh, dude.
I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
And but I hate that it took 4 fucking not even in sequential order episodes for it to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very sad that like Rey won't see it. Like it's really sad that like you won't see this.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, man.
Yeah. If they do,
they might end up recasting him. That's what I see happening.
That'd be really hard.
That I don't know who the fuck would play that, because Homie played it so good.
Rey was so good in the show, and like it's like when I heard that he passed away, I was like, that's super like sad. But now that I've seen the show, I'm like, fuck.
He played an integral part for the amount that he was shown.
Yeah,
his presence was still felt.
As a random like bad guy, I think he stuck out more than like most bad guys.
Because when he wasn't shown, I was always like, okay, where the fuck is this dude?
I want to know.
I wanted to see more of that too.
Where's Bailey?
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, so like it's gonna be sad that like he won't see it flourish.
It might be like 4 years, man.
I know.
Might be 4 years.
I know.
Like, just because they would need, you know what, they might already have a plan as to what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
It's just trying to figure out if they don't replace them, then they're gonna have to change it. If they do replace them, they don't have to change too much. They can go with whatever they had originally planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I think replacing Rey would make sense, just for them to drive their story. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, how are they gonna it would have to be a real big asshole for them to be like, this is how he died.
Yeah.
Unless he went to the temple, the brother's still alive, the brother fucking ate him alive,
Yeah.
and that was the end of Balin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
That'd be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. I think we just have to watch that episode.
I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I'm going to be fucking depressed as hell.
Yeah, my Tuesdays are gone.
God.
Yeah.
You know?
I really feel like I need to watch like the last half of that episode to really sink it all in.
I need to watch it all again, and then I need to go back and watch the Mortis God episodes.
We have to sit down and watch that episode. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. That's the plan. We'll get back to you with our thoughts and theories on the Mortis Gods.
Boom. But yeah, this is it for Ahsoka.
That's it.
Yeah. We have some more small...
What a great fucking ride.
Homie.
I know we only covered like the last few episodes, but fuck, what a ride that show was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so glad that, like, again, Dave, knocked out of the park.
Yeah.
Knocked out of the park.
You know, there's a lot of people that really love him, and a lot of people are like, oh, you just ass kissing Dave. It's like, okay, sure. Maybe they are. But at the same time, this dude has brought Star Wars stories like...
This dude loves Star Wars.
Loves it.
Yeah.
And he just wants to expand the universe. I understand if you don't want to do that, and you just want to stick to whatever George Lucas thought, but this dude is creating actual good content, even though it may go against whatever headcanon you guys got going on.
Yeah.
Or EU canon you got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what Dave has done has, like, taken what George did, and I think opened, like, so many doors that, like, Star Wars could go anywhere.
Yeah.
At this point, right? Like, Star Wars is a fucking anime.
I think it's mostly the old heads, to be honest.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Like, George Lucas is George Lucas. I mean, I get it.
Look, I love George.
Goddamn.
Don't get me wrong. I love George.
Like, his story writing wasn't strong for the prequel sequels or the prequel trilogies.
No.
You know?
That's why everyone hated Anakin.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not Anakin, but Hayden.
The character of Anakin, really. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just stop. Well, I mean, you don't have to stop. You know what? You don't have to stop.
Do you.
But
just keep an open mind.
Understand there's just more Star Wars out there for people to love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
We have some more small sacks in the works. Like, it won't always be me and Sheldon. We have some other people. But as for our journey, what's next?
Well.
Well,
I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe watch Castlevania, dude, and we can talk.
Hey,
about
yeah, there we go.
I'll rewatch all of it.
I'm in.
I'll rewatch all of it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Nice Castlevania small segment.
Dope.
Boom.
That'd be sick. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm in.
Yeah,
let's do it for sure.
All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us your thoughts about how you liked Ahsoka, how you didn't like Ahsoka as a whole.
As a whole,
and then
the
what the
episode.
fuck you think the theories are going on with the Mortis Gods and that planet Peridia.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Later.